Hi guys, I'm going to review a video by Lillie Kane, What I Eat in a Day Carnivore Diet.
What's up? Welcome back. Let's just get straight to the bad news. Our Costco stopped carrying the 100% grass-fed 80/20 burger patties. I nearly had a heart attack when this happened. Do you know how many I've eaten thousands of these. These are like my best friend. And now these are all that's left. They did start carrying these 100% wagyu, whatever you want to call them, burger patties instead. Initially, we were pretty disappointed because, one, a little bit resistant to change, but also I don't digest a ton of rendered fat very well. In other news, eggs are back. Eggs are back, baby. I mean, not the full egg, just the egg yolks. I can't believe I haven't had eggs in over 4 months. I've missed out on hundreds of eggs. So far, I haven't noticed anything funky
I also only eat the yolks. I wonder why she does that, because she cooks her food anyway.
with the yolks. So for breakfast, what we're doing this morning is we're making the burger patties from a frozen state in the cast iron pan, cooking it on medium to low heat. And then we separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. Throw that beautiful yolk on top.
Ooh. Oh, it's raw. Ooh, very nice. Huh. Wow.
All right, the squad for breakfast has, Bryce has 2
Cool.
burgers, 1 egg yolk, and then I've got 1 burger, 1 yolk.
I'm really pleasantly surprised. And of course, that is simply cooked meat, but hey, meat has every nutrient. Really, you can start your day much better if you eat cooked food.
And this is what we call a sunshine burger. So how to eat it is kind of just gotta be really gentle. Just baby it. Just mush it around real nicely. Kind of turns into like a jelly. And it looks like mustard, it looks like cheese, and it tastes delicious. Boom. Glorious. Don't forget your salt. Magical.
She seems to really enjoy her food. Of course, I can't tell 100% if there isn't some acting involved, maybe, but compare her mood to the mood of somebody that I review who eats plant-based or even vegan. The difference is just astonishing.
This is how to start the day on a great note.
I could be wrong, but she seems genuinely satisfied and I would even say happy.
It's like a jelly donut, but nothing like a jelly donut. We're out at the pool right now. We've been coming out at around 10 a.m. and just soaking up the vitamin D before it gets really hot. It's
All
been
right.
100 degrees every day for the past 10 days, so getting some sun early.
Fuck it, you gotta get some sun.
For lunch today, we've got some elk liver. Yes, elk. I've never had
This
elk
keeps
liver
getting
before.
better and better.
When we make liver, we
I have never even had elk liver. Wow.
slice it into smaller pieces, and we make ground beef, so that way we can mix the liver in with the beef.
I would love to try the elk liver raw.
We're using the leftover
It actually looks very nice.
wagyu, whatever we're calling it, leftover
Wagyu?
juice in the pan to cook the liver. Wagyu.
Yeah, most people say that they don't like cooked liver, and if they try raw liver, they like it a lot more. I wonder if she has ever tried raw liver. I'm going to assume probably if she eats so much meat, but who knows. If not, then I would really recommend it.
Wagyu. So for lunch, the Bryce has 304 grams of ground beef, 114 grams of elk liver, and a raw egg. We've got the salt, and I've got the same thing, but no raw egg, so
Yeah, it's just that cooked food, and especially the liver, it just looks so dry. Ground meat also looks just so incredibly dry. It doesn't look appetizing to me, but that's because I'm used to eating raw meat. If I imagine raw ground beef, juicy, and then liver, I would really look forward to eating that. But whatever, hey, as far as cooked food goes, this is good.
essentially 2 burgers, 4 ounces of liver. All right, let's see how this elk liver is. Like less potent liver. Pretty good. Salty. Liver can sometimes have a metallic-y or kind of irony taste to it, but this liver kind of just tastes like mild ground beef.
Interesting.
We're getting ready to go to the gym right now, so we are making an element drink to come with us. It's a clean ingredient electrolyte drink mix that has no sugar, no fillers, no artificial ingredients, no funkies, and so we just...
It's none of my business, really, and I don't even know, but why doesn't she have a family and children? Why does she go to the gym instead and works out? I guess it's just strange, because she seems like she should be having children. It just seems like it to me.
Pour into 20 ounces of water.
She seems healthy and ready.
Give her a little shaky.
But whatever. Who the hell knows?
Boom sauce. We're ready. We specifically have it before and during our workouts since sodium, magnesium, and potassium are great for muscle contraction and for keeping us hydrated. Plus, let's be real, it tastes so stinking good. Right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order, so that's 8 single serving packs where you can try a...
Yeah, this will definitely appeal to the carnivores, the ones who eat a lot of cooked meat, because they do actually get electrolyte problems, and that's because a lot of them, maybe not all of them, but they don't listen to their cravings and don't eat a piece of fruit when they want to, which they could be getting the electrolytes from, and it can cause hormonal issues and whatnot. Really, you just gotta listen to your body always.
A bunch of different flavors, see
Obviously.
which one you like, and this offer is only available by clicking the link in the video description or by going to the URL.
Even when I ate zero carb, and I did that for many months, I never had the cravings for any of this. But then again, I started eating fruit later on, which is maybe when I would have started getting issues, but I just always listened to my body, so I never got to the point of using any kind of supplements or drinks like this.
Today's arm day, we've got an intense workout.
It just looks so unnatural for a woman to do that. She should be using all of this animal fat that she eats and get pregnant.
Now we've got the superset between the bicep curl machine and the...
She looks pretty strong, to be fair, for a woman. There's just no real point to it.
Cable wrist curls, moving into some dumbbells. Working on our forearms. Skirt, skirt. No gain.
I really don't get why she's doing all of this.
We've got some knee-ups. Can barely feel my arms. Walked in the house and it smells like chicken, which is ironic because we don't even have chicken cooking. But this morning we made a bison brisket. We just cut the brisket into 3 smaller pieces, seared it in a cast iron pan with bacon grease on high for just a couple minutes just to sear the outside. Bricey boy, coming in hot with another egg.
She was adding some powdered bone marrow. I wonder why she does that. Can she get any real one?
Yolk on his brisket. My food, I swear to...
Very great that she adds the raw egg yolks.
It just keeps looking like dog food, but it does not taste like dog food. Oh, he's gonna add some salt. Woo, baby.
Really, there's no reason to add salt to your diet, your food, if it is complete, if you are not lacking anything at all. If you get these salt cravings, mineral deficiencies, electrolyte, then of course you have some kind of deficiency. Something is definitely wrong there. It's just something that all of these carnivores should think about.
It reminds me of beef, but it's very flavorful. And then these are the only...
There's no salt in nature, that's what I wanted to say. I hope that is needless to say.
...supplements that I take. I don't like swallowing pills though, so I do crack open the capsules and I throw them in with my bowl. A serving size is 6 capsules for 1 ounce. Usually I'll do the liver or the organ mix capsules just to get in some organ meats, but since I had liver earlier today, going with the bone marrow. And this is grass-finished bone marrow from New Zealand. It's got cartilage, bone marrow, and bone. So it's supposed to be good for the bones, good for the cartilage. There are a bunch of different desiccated supplement brand companies out there.
You could definitely get something out of these so-called supplements, but probably not very much compared to the natural food.
But I do use One Earth Health.
And I don't know how these specifically are made, but usually the way you make these powders is toxic in itself already.
Because I mean, as far as I know, I looked online, I price compare, and these guys seem to be the most affordable brand with the best quality. I don't believe I have to eat organs to be healthy, or bones, but I do think that they have a ton of nutrition, and so...
Okay, firstly, you're definitely lacking something, as we know, because of the mineral deficiencies. That's obvious. Secondly, a human being in general cannot be ultimately happy, healthy, in a way that you're just euphoric every day, except if you eat organs, also drink blood now and then, and so on. That's optimal human health. Yes, you can be healthy and be fine by even eating mostly cooked meat, if it's hopefully rare, but you will certainly not be actually healthy. It just depends on how you define health and if you actually experience real health. When I have access to really healthy, well-kept animals and can eat the organs and drink the blood from them, then I know how I feel and I feel optimally healthy. If I also get sun in that time, but if I only have access to muscle meat, ground beef and so on, then I will feel definitely different. I will still be healthy, but it's not the same level.
Personally, I want them in my diet just because it's got so much good nutrition.
Just to clarify, my point is that most people have never experienced true health, so I couldn't even know what health is.
Let me explain my macros, my calories, and kind of my thought process. But I don't actually count my calories or track my macros. I did it for the sake of this video, just I hope it was helpful. But otherwise, I just eat until I'm comfortably full, which often...
That's the best way to do it. No need to count anything.
Sometimes can even be more food than my fiance eats in a day. The only number I do care about
if you need it
is protein. And it's just, I want to aim to eat my ideal body weight in grams of protein each day. And I do think I'm gaining quite a bit of size, bulk, and muscle. And so I do think I'm going to start switching my training from a heavier weight, less rep, to a more lighter weight, more rep kind of workout. I hope you have a happy rest of your day. Subscribe, like, hit the bell button.
All right, she eats a pretty good diet as far as cooked food goes. As I've said before, obviously the carnivore diet, as people call it nowadays, has nothing to do with carnivores, because a carnivore biologically, by definition, in the books, is an animal that eats at least 20% of raw meat, which she doesn't as far as I can see. This means that even if you would be eating plant-based, 80%, and 20% raw meat, you would be considered to be a carnivore, because that's basically just a definition of an animal who needs 20% raw meat to survive. Instinctively, that's how they eat. Of course, a human is going to want to eat a lot more meat than 20%, but that's just the minimum. Therefore, any of these people who claim to be on a carnivore diet and eat basically only cooked meat are of course not carnivores. You can't really comprehend what a carnivorous animal is, except if you start eating raw meat, especially if you drink blood. Then you will really understand what it is to eat meat. When you're eating cooked meat, you're just eating an unnatural version of what you should actually be eating, which is fine, but just don't call it a carnivore diet. It's really funny to people like me and others who actually eat raw meat, because they know that it really is very different than the actual natural food which you should be eating. It seems that just like the other people who eat similar to her, she also has to learn to listen to her body more. But as I said before, except if she's completely acting, she seems to be doing pretty fine. Thanks for watching.